I am AI avatar of CA Ratan Mundra. The Directorate General of Foreign Trade, through notification number 16 of financial year 2026 to 27, dated 1st June 2026, has introduced a major policy change for special economic zones in India. This amendment modifies para 2.03A2 of the Foreign Trade Policy 2023 and significantly expands exemptions from quality control orders, commonly known as QCOs, and BIS certification requirements. For years, SEZ units and developers have faced uncertainty regarding imports of capital goods, machinery, equipment, consumables, and infrastructure-related products that were covered under various quality control orders. The latest amendment removes much of this ambiguity and provides a clearer legal framework for imports into SEZ. In this video, we will understand what has changed, who benefits, the practical impact on SEZ operations, and the compliance precautions that businesses must continue to follow. Quality control orders are issued by different ministries and government departments under the Bureau of Indian Standards Act 2016. These orders make BIS certification mandatory for specified products before they can be manufactured, imported, sold, or distributed within India. Several products currently fall under QCO regulations, including steel products, electrical equipment, chemicals, toys, footwear, machinery components, electronic goods, and many industrial products. The purpose behind these requirements is to ensure product quality, consumer safety, reliability, and adherence to national standards. Normally, importing a BIS notified product without the required certification is prohibited. However, SEZs operate under a special regulatory framework, and this notification further strengthens those special provisions. Before this amendment, para 2.3A3 of the Foreign Trade Policy provided exemption from QCO requirements only for inputs imported by SEZ units for export production. This created practical challenges because the provision focused mainly on export inputs. It did not clearly mention capital goods, machinery, spare parts, consumables, maintenance equipment, testing instruments, office equipment, or infrastructure-related imports. As a result, customs authorities and stakeholders often interpreted the provision differently. Many SEZ businesses faced delays, compliance questions, and uncertainty regarding whether a particular import qualified for exemption. SEZ developers faced even greater challenges because the previous provision did not explicitly include them within its scope. The revised para 2.3A3 significantly broadens the exemption available under the Foreign Trade Policy. Under the amended provision, both SEZ units and SEZ developers can import raw materials, components, consumables, spare parts, capital goods, and other permissible goods without the need to comply with applicable quality control orders and BIS requirements, provided these goods are used for authorized operations within the SEZ. This change is substantial because it shifts the exemption from a narrow export input-based approach to a broader authorized operation-based approach. The focus is no longer limited to export production, but extends to all goods necessary for approved SEZ activities. One of the most important benefits of the amendment relates to capital goods. Many SEZ businesses invest heavily in machinery, manufacturing equipment, laboratory instruments, testing devices, servers, and industrial systems. These products often fall under various quality control orders and BIS regulations. Under the previous framework, businesses sometimes faced uncertainty regarding whether such imports qualified for exemption. The amended provision clearly includes capital goods, providing certainty and reducing procurement delays. For sectors like pharmaceuticals, electronics manufacturing, engineering, aerospace, and data centers, this change can significantly improve operational efficiency and project implementation timelines. A major highlight of this notification is the explicit inclusion of SEZ developers. Developers are responsible for creating and maintaining SEZ infrastructure, such as roads, power systems, water treatment facilities, electrical installations, communication networks, office buildings, and industrial facilities. Previously, the FTP provision did not clearly extend exemption benefits to developers, leading to uncertainty regarding infrastructure-related imports. Now, developers can import transformers, elevators, HVAC systems, electrical panels, water treatment equipment, and other infrastructure goods without BIS-related hurdles, provided they are used for authorized operations. This provides a major boost to future SEZ development projects across India. Another important aspect of this amendment is its alignment with the Special Economic Zones Act 2005 and Rule 27 of the SEZ Rules 2006. Rule 27 already allows import or procurement of goods required for authorized operations without payment of duties and taxes. However, the FTP provision previously did not fully reflect this broader framework. The new amendment bridges this gap by aligning foreign trade policy with SEZ legislation. This creates better consistency between different regulatory frameworks and reduces the chances of conflicting interpretations by authorities. Such harmonization is expected to significantly reduce litigation and compliance disputes in the future. Although the amendment provides extensive relief for imports into SEZs, businesses must remember one important condition. The exemption applies only while goods remain within the SEZ and are used for authorized operations. If imported goods or products manufactured using those imported goods are later cleared into the domestic tariff area, then all applicable BIS requirements, quality control orders, and other regulatory provisions must be complied with at the time of DTA clearance. Therefore, while imports become easier, businesses must continue to evaluate BIS applicability whenever goods move from the SEZ into the domestic market. The amendment is expected to create a positive impact across multiple industries. Electronics manufacturers will benefit from easier imports of components, testing equipment, and production machinery. Engineering companies will experience smoother imports of machinery, industrial equipment, and specialized materials. Aerospace and aircraft leasing businesses operating in SEZs can import maintenance equipment and technical systems with greater certainty. Data center operators will benefit through simplified imports of servers, cooling systems, power infrastructure, and networking equipment. Perhaps the biggest beneficiaries are SEZ developers, who now receive explicit legal recognition under the exemption framework. DGFT notification number 16 of financial year 2026 to 27 represents one of the most significant SEZ-related trade facilitation measures introduced in recent years. The amendment expands the exemption from QCO and BIS requirements, includes SEZ developers, covers capital goods and other permissible imports, aligns the foreign trade policy with SEZ legislation, and removes long-standing ambiguity faced by businesses. The overall outcome is faster imports, reduced compliance burden, lower operational costs, and greater certainty for investors and SEZ stakeholders. However, businesses should not overlook compliance obligations. BIS and QCO requirements continue to apply whenever goods or finished products are cleared into the domestic tariff area. With proper compliance management, this amendment is expected to significantly enhance ease of doing business and strengthen India's SEZ ecosystem for years to come. SEZ and Management Consultants LLP, a trusted partner for SEZ and IFSC excellence. A pioneer in establishing SEZ and IFSC units within GIFT City and India, delivering end-to-end IFSC setup, operational support, and handling compliances risk management. Renowned for deep expertise in regulatory approvals, capital markets, fund management, insurance, finance company, foreign university, BATF, and ancillary regulations and fintech, expertise in customs clearance for aircraft and ship procurement, leasing, GST, DSPF, IFSCA, comprehensive support covering registration, reporting, and regulatory transitions, ensuring ring-fencing, transparency, and global compliance standards. Join our network. Scan the QR codes below to stay connected with us.